Leslie of Baavet fame, and we're here on the farm. We're here in what Roger calls Baavet land. Do you call it Baavet land?
I just call it home.
And we're standing by what can only be called, I think it is called, an array of solar panels. And I know that your water comes from inside the mountain. Is it a mountain or a hill?
We're on a hill, but it's from a borehole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's off grid. Your electricity is mostly off grid, and you might explain that to me on this beautiful sunny day. And obviously telephone lines, thankfully, bring in the internet. Even though over the air is probably fast around here, because I did test, my phone signal was super fast. Your cabled internet not so fast, so you could probably go off grid there as well. How and why did this come about?
To be honest, it wasn't really by choice. The property that we bought is not connected to any services whatsoever. And when we inquired with Scottish Power, who was our only option for electricity, how much it was going to cost, and this was 5 years ago, we had a quote for 40,000, and we just didn't have that sort of money. So we looked into alternatives, and the best alternative for where we are was solar panels. So here we are.
And you got a company to do the installation, because it's on a pretty serious frame, and it's immovable, isn't it? It's pointing in the same direction all the time.
Yeah, it is a fixed system, it's fixed in position. It doesn't move around. Yeah, so they've set it up to face as south as possible for this plot. And they did it all for us. There's a company down from the south coast called Sunstore, who were great and made it very, very simple for us. We didn't know what we were doing. That's the honest answer.
I see a cable, big fat cable, going into a shed on the side. What's in there?
So inside the shed we've got the inverter and the control panels and the batteries. And that's got to be protected, obviously. So. And there's also a generator in there. And that's the other part of the story that people don't tell you about.
No, of course, some people have batteries that tide them over. But in Wales, how much sun do you get in Wales?
Well, from the end of February until November, we're fine. We're self-sufficient. On the whole, if we get a really bad spell of weather or a sea fret around here where the cloud is down to sea level, we might have to use an alternative. But for majority of the year, we are self-sufficient in electricity. And the battery capacity on this, it's only a 4 kilowatt system, and the battery capacity is only enough really to last us a few days. We were advised not to run the batteries below 80%. The lower you run them, the harder it is to get them back up to capacity, and if you're continually cycling them to a low point, you're really damaging the batteries and reducing the lifespan.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been a game changer either way, I suppose. And those really dark months, that's when you've got to get the generator going.
Yeah, and we couldn't really exist here just on solar panels for the whole 12 months. Unless we went to candles, paraffin lamps, a pretty Spartan life. Yeah.
And this isn't a big house you're powering.
No, our energy requirements are way, way below average. In the winter, we can't use an electric kettle. Basically, in the winter, we're running lights, we're running a fridge, we've got a modem, and a TV, and that's it. We have to choose our days of when to use the washing machine. We don't put the washing machine on if we haven't got enough sun power. It's just a static caravan. It's a single static caravan, yeah.
Oh, it's not two put together?
No, it's just one. We live in a small space. It's 28 feet by 12. That's the
right,
size of
our
living space.
I just thought it felt small because I was brought up in one, but I was brought up in two.
You were brought up in twice that size, yeah.
Yeah, that blows my mind now to think, well, you must really get on.
Luxury!
You must really get on, yeah. You two and the dog. Why, yeah, easy to heat.
It's easy to heat. We've got a wood burner, and that is a game changer because we haven't got any form of heating in the caravan in the winter. We can't put. There is an electric heater in there, but we never ever use it. In the winter we haven't got electricity, and in the summer we don't need it. So we're using the wood burner, and actually that's ridiculous. It's a tiny wood burner, and sometimes we hit 29 degrees. So we've got wood burner on, and it's so hot. We have to open the front door.
I expect to see another little wooden shed called a sauna in not too near future. And you've got no end of wood as well, haven't you? Because there's a lot of dead wood around here.
Yeah, every time a tree falls down or we have to cut some boughs off, we collect the wood. I think at the moment we've got enough wood for about 4 years, and it's all seasoned and ready to go.
Brilliant. Well, it's nice to get a little bit of a behind the scenes. Maybe we shall talk about your beautiful looking raised beds next time I'm up. Should we say baavet.co.uk at the end of this?
Yeah, baavet.co.uk. Yeah. Buy yourself a duvet.
Yeah, yeah. It saves on heating costs.
Yes.